Hello. So, we are today going to be playing one game that I got for free and another game that I vaguely remember when it was new. But past that, I don't really know what I'm getting myself into. I also probably should have grabbed water, but, we'll cross that bridge if we come to it. So, to start out, I figure we will play the free game I got from GOG called Butcher, because I have no clue if I'll like it or not. I mean, I like the name. Also, it seems to have crashed like a second into starting it. That's never a good sign. This is... Oops, the game crashed. What the heck? Butcher is a fast-paced 2D shooter game and blood-soaked love letter to the early 90s. Well, let's try launching it again. Well, it didn't crash this time. The easiest mode is not hard. Okay. For some reason it is not being picked up in OBS, so... Specific window, Butcher. There we go. So, I'm going to see if it likes the, controller to start off with. Choose your control style. That looks awful. I mean, both of these look terrible. So I'll choose that, but I am playing with the controller. Casual, I cry when I die mode. Okay, this is a personal thing, but don't insult players for playing on the easiest mode. Just we really shouldn't be doing that. Secret banana medkits. Hard health equals 100%. I do like those difficulty icons aside from the casual one. I guess I'll try hard to start with. Again, I have no clue if I'll actually like this. And what's going on? How do I jump? Why the heck is left trigger jump? it's a newer game meant to look old. Oh, how did I do that? Oh, okay, so that's a pass-throughable platform. Use right stick, use one. I do like how it has... I am really liking this auto-aiming. That's really good. I think we're just escaping some sort of facility. But why is left trigger jump? I will not let that go. So how do I switch weapons? There we go. The store page called it a love letter to early 90s games. Of which, of course, Doom is one. So it uses left trigger for jump, but it... what the... Oh, okay, where am I getting shot? Yeah, pixel art is not a great choice for a game like this, because it makes it very difficult to see what the heck is going on. Like, it's hard to distinguish enemies from the environment. Oh, shoot. This pixel art is kind of a mix. Some of it is really really good looking, but a lot of it is just sort of just kind of feels uninspired. I'm very, very picky when it comes to, well, art in general, to be honest. But I think that if you're using a retro aesthetic, you really have to bring something else to the table, because retro aesthetics are rather overdone. Also, why didn't they use the bumpers for changing weapons? It's only, you can only use Y to... Oh hey, the epilepsy machine. Well, my personal thing is that if you're going for a retro aesthetic, actually make a DOS game. Actually make a game with like one of the open source id Tech engines or something like that. Like, go all out if you're wanting to do a retro aesthetic. But yeah, look at this. Like, the background pixel art is really good. The foreground pixel art is not so much. Though to their credit, they definitely animated this guy pretty well. Though they aren't taking advantage of subpixels, which... Excuse me, what? Yeah. Like, compare any pixel art game to, like, games from those eras, and in general, those games look so much better, like the actual old games, because they were actually, like, fully utilizing the hardware of the time. I will say, though, I do give credit for some of these gore effects. Those are rather impressive. Because I care a lot about video game art, and as and as Deb will attest to, I have a very good eye. Plus, I'm so sick of rather uninspired pixel art games. Well, I think it's because it leaves more to the imagination. I will say that if you're wanting to make like a horror game, then leaning into the either PS1 or Quake engine aesthetic would be a smart move, because I really don't think we at the time utilized the jankiness of early 3D to the level that we could have. But again, I do have that opinion of, if you're going for a retro aesthetic, go all the way. Make it in id Tech. Make it, you know, make a PS1 game. Don't just mutilate Unity until it looks like an old game. And now I'm right at the beginning of the level. I have no clue if this game supports quick saves or anything. But yeah. It's not a bad game by any means, just not as good as just not